Two spaceships are in the middle of a fierce laser combat when suddenly one of the ships opens a wormhole and uses it to escape. The spaceship is approaching the Earth and along the way destroys a satellite. The spaceship appears damaged, and the alien belonging to a race notice how Predator manages to escape in an escape pod before the ship begins to perceive. In the meantime, do not reach the Mexican. The check-in with McKenna and on a mission to capture some mercenaries. In the moment in which the first hit takes effect on the ship, Predator crashes and rolls away. Quinna, when he wakes up a few seconds after, investigate the accident site. He comes across some armor from the Predator suddenly, then came scared of his teammate Doubt that lands here in a bag for taking away the armor. They hear a noise among the trees and see the body of a other teammate hung each other at the bottom. Then the Predator and I also appear. Soldiers try to shoot him, but he moves too fast and use cloaking for the hits that don't arrive. A check eye. Predators return fire and kill Duper, but when the special activates and fires something that extends the Leno and taking away the body. Await all the blood that falls makes of new visible the Predator. So here Nee takes his bags and leaves while your tour comes out and releases a ball who takes it here quickly. It arrives soon, a special team led by Trigger to take away the Predator and all that they find at the accident site. The education of dragons indicate that knows this alien race well. Morning then arrives in a city nearby and gets everyone present out of the room. Bar showing his weapon, then pays the bartender to send his bag home. Of the Sun holds the ball, and when Yes realizes that he can make him invisible, then the Longita with a drink. In the meanwhile, Aurora Queen's son is in a classroom watching kids who they play chess and have autism, therefore it is often ignored by classmates or teased in the corridors. Two older boys trigger the fire alarm and everyone goes in the panic while Royal overloaded and sensory and walks away scared. Eye to boys enter the classroom and they knock over all the chess pieces, teasing Rory before leave. Then he notices the pieces 30 minutes and put them back exactly to their place thanks to its incredible memory. Later at home, the postman, the box sent by brings errors. Quinna in a park. 3 special agents, they approach Dr. Casey. There they make them come with them without giving explanations until they come up. They show you the photos of the car crashed escape pod and the Predator, telling her they already have visited the land on other occasions. That visits are increasingly frequent. In the evening, Emily, Rhodes' mother, brings him some masks to make trick or treat. Brown joke refuses to go because bad boys do. They will recognize it later anyway. Arrives in the cellar and open the package for find the Predator's equipment, which immediately fascinates him. While inspect the arm brace, this it activates suddenly. Error starts to use it as a computer. In the meantime, so he was captured and he came subjected to an evaluation psychological while Traeger observes him, and so he understands that they want to keep everything hidden, then come instead if a bus with other prisoners behaving rather strangely. They take it around a lot and they see each other when so he tells him he was silenced because he saw an alien while the bus leaves. That arrives and meets you the Tracker and his team of scientists, and surprised to find out what they took any type of alien object. He especially a Predator they keep sedated after being decontaminated. That Yes can take a closer look at the creature among aggregates, explains that they have always named the Predator race because it seems that amino hunt, and you asked of recent reveal that asleep at traces of human DNA in the body of him. I want not to know if someone on Earth he did the same thing with, therefore an alien who spreads the files and asked to speak to Queen soon. The bus receives a message from that takes you back to that moment. The other spaceship also opens a wormhole and arrives in the heaven of the Earth, bringing with him 2 alien hounds and a Predator which is reading your signal. Rhodey Army Tower reveals the presence of the spaceship and in street to chase, but they have difficulty keeping up with the Lena technology. Suddenly in the structure, the Predator awakens. The scientists try to hold it back, but it is too strong and releases quickly for continue to kill mercilessly while chaos takes over the room. You grab a tranquilizer gun from a dead guard and steals a sample alien before escaping the system. Security does not open the door without it, then go through decontamination that you have to go to the shower first. In the meantime, the Predator notices that his armor is missing his helmet bracelet, so he decides to leave, seeing them in the showers while going out since it doesn't seem like a threat, and thank you, the Predator opens the door for her. He leaves and heads towards the corridor where I take an element that the scientists have stolen from each other aliens. By activating it, the creature can position of Rhodes, the alarm requested throughout the facility while the Predator kills all the soldiers who try prevent him from escaping. The bus stops. The soldiers see the Predator running on the roof, finally believing Queen, and organizing the group's escape plan, starts fighting the guards, making their weapons and throw them off the bus, whether yes or the bus start to chase the Predator. That in that moment he sees the spaceship passing by with the Tuetas coming from the roof and the ground on top of the bus to shoot the creature, but accidentally shoots the foot here. Two knee try to open the fire, but the Pretech destroys one tire, causing the bus to stop while the boys look for a vehicle alternative. The widgets continue to try to shoot down the spaceship, but this suddenly becomes invisible and destroys them both. Who you are almost killed by some guards, but the boys found some bicycles and save her just in time before finally fleeing. Predator sneaks into the back of a truck and kills the soldiers while the vehicle leaves the property not far away from there. The other is there in the land finally and sends his followers to the search for the enemy. In the meantime, my soldiers are hiding in a room motel and wait for whoever wakes up. When he does this, he thinks he is in danger and be a rifle, but so it stops her. Illy immediately explains that they are on his side. Part that were the humble of I'll try to kill her for having stolen the sample. Who you agree to work with them and tell what you know, making those realize that the Predator is chasing Rhodes to recover the equipment of her. In the meantime, Raleigh discovers that the helmet is on because it tries see a clip of how Predator they improve their bodies every now and then the DNA of other species, which explains the human DNA found in the facility. Happy with the result, Errors decides to go trick or treating with helmet and brace as costume. When the soldiers arrive at their home, holds gone like this, so explain everything from Emily, who lends him a gun for go and save his son at the beginning of. Other soldiers don't want to put on new in danger, but after Emily explain to them how good he is, what he does, one after the other, yes, unite, agree to divide into pair to cover more ground. On the way back, Errors are sadly acknowledged by Tubolts that immediately start to make fun of them and try to ignore them. He doesn't get to knock on a house and not get response, but the own rappers on the balcony and makes fun of Rory throwing him something this active, the helmet that shoots an expression that kills the man, blows up his house and scares the other kids away. Expressions is seen from, therefore it is Casey who heads straight into that direction. Rory, very scared, leaves drop your helmet and run to hide in a base camp. Nothing. Where do I find a dog you immediately make friends with? In that moment the alien hounds arrive, but before they can attack, here arrives and pushes them away with the car. Soon the rest of the team will arrive to team, and while who takes away mistakes, the boys open fire, so run away when a hound follows him, but after some chases succeed to blow up the beast into the air by shooting some edit grenades in the mouth, while the other comes shot dead as he picks up some champions, but it is interrupted by the sudden appearance of a Predator who grabs Nathless in threat of kill him to force the party to throw away their weapons. The group does as he was told, but so he takes of new his weapon and shoots the Predator, freeing Netless. Subsequently, everyone they run to hide in the school. Rory, before Lino blows up the front door, knowing what he wants. The Predator then takes the mini Rory's device computer. The Predator finds them and grabs Herein for the neck, so he returns the device before the beast can react, and Lino then falls from the window, but it turns out that it was taken by the other Predator while humans move away. The Alini, yes, concerned, the biggest Predator wins, easily skinning the smaller one into a car and ripped out the plug dorsal. The police are approaching, so the Predator looks at the identity of the humans on the device before becoming invisible and escape later, then calls Emily to see how she's doing, but she tells him government agents monitor her and she destroys the phone to prevent that they reach the husband. In the meantime, between Greys and men find the body of the Predator. Eye tracker establishes that the larger Predator was giving the chase this for something he had stolen, and to find the ship understands that she must find the Rhodes by returning to the group, or they hide in a barn, and by observing the sample that is confirmed that the Predator is becoming stronger. Suddenly they hear noises and they find out who the other hound is survived the grenades and the chased up here, but neither three if it defends because he behaves just like a dog and could be useful. But in that moment comes to ferry and helicopter, then launch something that the Mastiff you must chase and hide. The rest of the group is also hiding while Traeger then asks where the arm brace, since the computer to respond the officers strike. So while Traeger interrogates Casey, explains that Predators know that the human race is destroying the planet and we still have a lot of time left. They are collecting the best DNA before human extension at home of the agents are looking for Emily the alien equipment when suddenly breaks the predator. Emily hides while training kills all the agents within seconds. Theeny look at Rory's desk and I discover one map with the location of the ship. Same map is drawn by Rory. The people who watch him notice it immediately and communicates it immediately. Traeger takes away mistakes with helicopter, leaving only a few men to kill the DUA, then defeats them easily too with the skill of him, and when the third is going to kill that they and Hound you presents and vomits a grenade that goes away. Take advantage of the distraction to hit him and then jump away before the grenade explodes at the exit, then meeting in Braska who beats the last guard, then reunites with Casey, and when asked how to escape the rest of the team shows up in helicopter to take them away while the Mastiphile follow them all to the ground. Soon they arrive on the star logo open Thebring roads and they enter where there is order on men to take all that they suddenly find one of the agents is pushed away, and it turns out that therefore he followed them using the devices therefore of concealment of the ball, captures Tracker and takes him outside where the rest of the group is eliminating some officers to surround the place. Suddenly one of So's friends is attacked by the predator, but before dying manages to fire a flare. Their distraction allows Tracker to hit Queen and run away, provoking a firefight between the men of Queen and those of Tracker. So Yes hides with Rory and you give him the cloaking device while Thepredator intervenes and kills most part of Draeger's men, then enter into the ship and send a message through the speakers that hurts to everyone's ears. Before we begin, when translated, the language explains itself came to destroy the ship and that no one can have it, but it also FLIs to McKenna as a prize because the best warrior of the group, the Predator. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoy it. For other contents or advice, I remain available in the comments. In case of possible errors in the text, I'm working on it, but we are slowly improving.